expected to go on a 7-day prayer and fast by God, but what came after, I would have never expected. It was like any other Saturday evening in the John's household. I, Isabella, am busy preparing a light dinner in our small but neat black and white kitchen, hoping to finish before my grandma Eugene gets back from her girls' trip with her two best friends. Not too long after, I hear my name being called with that sweet ring to it that only my grandma knows how to do. Isabella! I'm in the kitchen, Mama, I respond. A few seconds later, in walks my smiling Grandma Eugene, lighting up the room as she enters. I'm back, my darling, she sings, kissing me on the cheek. How was karaoke with the girls? I inquire. It was amazing. You should have been there. I know, but I wasn't feeling to go anywhere today. Besides, I didn't want to slow you girls down. I joke. Yes, I know it will be a struggle to keep up, my dear. How are Gabrielle and Annie? I ask. They are great. Gabby is leaving for Canada with her daughter, Lily, in 2 days. And Annie? Well, Annie does what she does best. Be happy. 55 years now, I still don't know why she's so happy. I smile. I stand adoring this woman who has raised me, whom I consider to be my mother, but is biologically my grandmother. Besides my cousin Eva, she is basically all the family I have, and I can truly depend on. My real mother passed away when she was birthing me. Sadly, my father blamed me. Me, for my mother's death. Left me for my grandparents, Grandma Eugene and Grandpa Noah to raise. I was only a few weeks old. I never saw him after that. Scratch that. That's what I could have continued saying if I had met him several years ago. You know when I did, he introduced me to drugs, among other things. But I promise myself I will never speak of him or what he did to me ever again. Did you get the phone call? She asked for the 5th time. No, I sang, taking my 4 cheese and sausage sandwich out of the sandwich maker. Sensing my sadness, she says rather optimistically, "Don't worry, they will call, just be patient." I don't get it. I graduated at the top of my class from Bible school a year ago. So why am I not the 2nd or 3rd pastor of a church by now? I question no one in particular. Grandma reminds me, be patient. You have to remember, we don't go on our timing, but by God's. She has a point. God is never late. Now, where is Ava? Is she home yet? She asks, concerned, looking around for any sign of her. That girl has been a rolling stone since she was a child. My aunt and uncle brought her from America, left her with our grandparents when she was 16, hoping their strictness would have driven out her rudeness. But 7 years later, her mouth is still hotter than Maruga pepper and her foot is not far behind. No, she's still out and I don't know where she is, I answer quite honestly. She shakes her head. I don't know when this girl will ever learn. She sighs. Now, are 2 of those sandwiches for me? She asks with a calmer tone, staring at the sandwiches on the plate, practically drooling on herself. Of course, I smile, handing her the plate before getting 2 glasses of orange juice for us and following her into the living room where we are going to feast and watch the news like every other night and wait until whenever Ava finally decides to show up. I turn on the television and turn up the volume. The news intro begins. Mama and I eat our dinner in silence, each of us launched off on a sofa. Good night. I am Amanda Flores. And now for tonight's top stories. A mother of three cries for help after her home was burned to the ground around 9 o'clock this morning. A leader of the Pentecostal churches, Pastor Evans Davis, died in his sleep this morning from a massive heart attack. What? Mom and I scream out in shock with the mush of bread and juice spewing out of our mouths onto the table and the dark brown rug. Oh my God! She wails, obviously devastated. My heart is thumping somewhere in my big toe, and my breathing becomes labored. I can't believe it. I had spoken to him 2 weeks ago. He gave me that jolly laugh like he always did. He seemed fine, and now he's gone. I looked over at Mama, who was holding onto her chest with devastation plastered across her face. Mama, are you all right? I asked, rushing to her side. Yeah, I'm fine, she whispers miserably. I kneel before her frame that seemed so youthful a minute ago, but is now so fragile. I squeeze her hand, assuring her we will get through this. Even though I'm looking at her and she's looking right back at me, yet she still seems so far away. Suddenly, I turned around, almost getting myself whiplashed. Mama and I looked up at the door simultaneously. The moment we hear familiar laughter. In saunters Ava, wearing a dress that is covering practically nothing. Framing her face are large gold hoop earrings and gold studs in her neck's 3 piercings. She's holding black heels in her hands. Her laughter dies and the smile fades. Who died? She asked in that sarcastic tone of hers. That's when Mama burst into tears.